What's up you guys, it's Aisling and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my high-end favorites of 2021. I did my drugstore favorites and I will leave that linked down below or in a card or something. Hopefully that video will be up for this one. I hope you guys are having a fantastic 2022 so far and happy new year to all of you guys. I know I'm really late in saying that. I mentioned in my previous video that it's just a bit hard for me to film at the moment. Let's get into the products, talk about what I was loving in 2021, and I'd love to hear what you were loving in 2021 for high-end products. I don't think I have as many as I did for my drugstore, but there is an outstanding favorite brand for this year and it is Charlotte Tilbury. So a lot of the products are Charlotte Tilbury. I was trying out a lot of her products this year. I find that her products are probably my favorite makeup brand for high-end. I know they're quite expensive and I do try and find dupes of certain things, especially if I can, because I do realise that repurchasing things that are like 50, 60 euro over and over again is not great to my bank account. I do really enjoy a lot of these products and they just were outstanding products and I can't deny that I love them and use them so much this year. So let's get started. The first thing is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I tend to take a long time to go through setting sprays, but with this one I kind of pick it up over and over and over. So it's not one of those sprays that you need to use a lot of product. I find that this is great at just making my face look just fresh. Actually never used a setting spray today. Let's use this one. I also adore the smell of this. The scent is white tea and I just absolutely love the smell of it. It's so fresh and gorgeous on the skin, and like I said, you only need a little bit of this. It comes out in such a fine mist. It doesn't like splash product on the face. That was so good during the summer months, particularly because I just found like it just set my face and it wasn't budging. And even though it's a little bit expensive, it is worth the price tag and I will be repurchasing it when I do use it up, but I reckon it's probably going to be the end of the year by the time it's gone because you just need a tiny amount. Another product from Charlotte Tilbury, this is the Hollywood Flawless Filter. I absolutely love this product. It's been out for years and I just never really kind of gravitated towards it, but this year I needed to try it and I got it and I'm loving it. I talk about a dupe for this in my drugstore favorites, so definitely do check that out if you want something a little bit more affordable. I think this is probably one of the best products that are around. I got the shade 4.5 medium. I love this in the summer with just like a natural tan and you just apply this on the skin. It's just so gorgeous. It makes your skin so glowy. This isn't like marketed as a primer or anything like that. Sometimes I use this underneath foundation, sometimes I use it on top of foundation just like to highlight my face, and sometimes I use this on its own just on my bare skin. I love it and I really think it's quite an exquisite product. I just can't get enough of that. For foundation this year, I absolutely loved the YSL Touche Éclat. For whatever reason it is, I cannot find it today for filming this video. I don't know where I left it. I may have left it in Patty's house because it's just been a fail-safe go-to for me. I absolutely love the consistency of it. It is so fresh on the skin. It makes my skin look so youthful and glowy while still offering coverage, and I absolutely adore it. It is one of those foundations I use so regularly. I will do a wear test on it. I don't believe I've done one of them, and I just want to show you guys what it looks like on the skin and how long it lasts and what it lasts like, especially because I have oily skin and it is definitely marketed more towards like drier complexions, I guess. But it is a really gorgeous foundation. I highly recommend it. So the next product I want to talk about is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is almost on a par with my Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I don't know if it's quite replaced it as a high-end favorite for me, but it's getting there. Like, I wear this quite a lot and it is really, really great longevity wise. The only thing I find with this versus the Estee Lauder Double Wear is that this can look a bit cakey if you over apply it. I also do note that it can get a little bit darker on the skin. I don't know if it's that it oxidizes or dries down darker. I'm not really sure, but it does change a little bit on the skin. I have the shade number 7 neutral. I also have number 5 neutral, and I mix them in the winter and then I just use 7 in the summer months. I found that this is really great. Again, I have a wear test of this. I'll leave it linked down below if you guys want to see what it looks like on the skin, but it is really great. I just think that if you have drier skin or you don't like a really, really matte finish, then perhaps skip on that one. But if you have oily skin like myself, just a little bit of it goes a long way, I will say that. So my favorite concealer of this year has definitely been in the Born This Way Multi-Sculpt Concealer in the shade Natural Beige. This is just amazing. I've definitely mentioned these concealers before, but not this actual particular shade, because I think this is just new to my collection this year. I absolutely adore this. I'm wearing it underneath my eyes today. I just feel like it makes my under eye area just look so smooth. It covers everything and it's not cakey. It doesn't creep into fine lines and it doesn't age the under eye area, because I mentioned that in my previous video. Because obviously I'm getting older, I don't want my under eye area to look crepey or dry. So something like this is really, really great. A little bit of this goes a long way. And I used to do like the whole like triangle underneath my eye. Now I just like conceal in here and just out here and just blend the product out. And you need the tiniest amount of this product. The other concealer I've been really enjoying this year, product itself is fantastic. The packaging sucks. I hate the packaging of this. Like, I could be the only person, but I just really don't like it. Sorry, it's the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer. I have to leave a gap when I'm putting the lid back on, because if I push it right back on, I cannot get the lid off. I don't know what it is about the product. It has this little sponge on it, which I don't necessarily hate, but I definitely don't love. I know a lot of people pull the sponges off and just use the product as is, which I probably will do, to be fair. A little bit of this again goes a long way. I just find that this is a really great brightening concealer for me, and again it covers up everything. I'm in the shade number 4 Fair. I thought that when I first started trying it, because I've nearly like halfway used, when you initially wind it up, it's like it moves right up. Like you feel like you've used so much product, and it's a very expensive concealer, but you feel like, you know, you're using it really, really rapidly. But I have this since, I don't know, maybe about 6 months, and I definitely haven't even gotten halfway through it. Once you have it like wound up, you can like apply it, and then the next time you go to apply it, it's kind of in the sponge. I hope that makes sense. So that's why I just haven't ripped the sponge off, because I feel like there's a load of product in it. So until I kind of get through all that, maybe I will rip the sponge off. But I really like this concealer consistency wise. I think it is beautiful. So for under eye powders, I haven't been using anything else other than the RCMA powder. I talked about that already. But for pressed powders, I have been loving the Airbrush Flawless Finish from Charlotte Tilbury. I need to try the number 7, because a lot of people said that the number 7 powder is on par with this and they are like dupes of one another. So I need to give that a go, because this powder is very expensive and I've already hit pan in it and I don't have it that long. It leaves your skin looking so beautiful and like buttery, like just the most gorgeous skin ever. Like it's like velvet. It's just gorgeous. I really like the effect of this powder. It doesn't leave your skin too like powdery looking or cakey. I wouldn't use this as a powder to set my face, because I prefer using like a Laura Mercier or loose powder or something like that, and then use this to kind of like dab on my problematic areas. So mostly around my T-zone and then my chin. I just really like this for touch-ups as well. I think it makes your skin look so beautiful, and again, gorgeous packaging. For bronzers, I've been loving, again, Charlotte Tilbury. I'm sorry that I'm mentioning so many Charlotte Tilbury products, but I just feel like because it was a brand that I was really exploring this year, it's just I have a lot of products that I really liked from it. It's the Airbrush bronzer in number 3 Tan. This looks really, really, really deep, but when you apply this with a brush, it gives you like a really nice fine bronzer. I also have the lighter shade, I think it's number 2, which is probably more targeted to my skin in the winter months, but I tend to gravitate towards this one and just use a really light hand. I feel like I'll probably only ever need one of these in my lifetime, because the amount of product that's in it versus the amount that I actually use on my skin, I'll be forever using it. It is a great bronzer. I love the consistency of it on my skin. I just love how it blends out. I'm wearing it today. I love the shade. It's a great bronzer. It's really finely milled. It blends really well. I love the consistency. What more can you say? And then just to kind of get away from Charlotte Tilbury a little bit, I'm just going to talk about the the Full Face Edit All-in-One palette by Amy Connolly. Oh my god. This has been one of my favorite products that I've gotten this year. It was kind of gifted to me by a pharmacy that I worked with. What it looks like on the inside. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades. We've obviously got like a cream blush in the middle and this gorgeous powder blush. We've got a highlight shade, which I tend to use as an eyeshadow. We've got a bronzer, a deep eyeshadow shade, and then this like lovely kind of coppery rose gold shade. I don't know what you would call that. I'm not really sure what the color is. It kind of looks copper, but then it looks like rose gold under other lights. It's a very beautiful shade. This palette has been such a fond favorite of mine. I used this from like September or whenever I got it, October, I used this non-stop. I think I only kind of have been reaching for different products like at the end of December, so that will tell you how much I loved it. I love how compact it is. You have your eyeshadows, your bronzer, your blush all in one palette. Just to see an Irish brand do so well is great. I must try more Irish brands in 2022. I'm taking a mental note of it. The next product is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Nudegasm face palette. Love this. Oh, particularly for this shade here. It's just such a gorgeous shade. It's like a peachy pinky shade. The highlight give you this like gorgeous highlight to the skin where it's not shimmery, it's more of like a natural glow, and I like that about it. It's a really great palette. It has all your face products all in one, which I like that. I've gone very lazy now. I just kind of want everything all in one palette. And then the final face product I want to talk about is this blusher. This is from Pixie On The Glow blushes. I love these. This shade Ruby is by far my favorite. I absolutely adore this. I just dinged it with my nail not that long ago. I used to kind of just like apply it like this, particularly if I was using like a tinted moisturizer, or if I was using maybe just the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter. So I would only do that if I wasn't wearing like a thick foundation or something, like a full coverage foundation, because I tend to find that doing something like that can swipe away some of the product underneath. So what I do now is I just take a brush and kind of swirl it in it and then swirl that on my face. This is an absolutely gorgeous blush. Like, I cannot express how much I love it. I'm sorry, my hands are full of swatches. I know that's so gross. This is what it looks like. It's just a gorgeous ruby color, and when you blend it out, it just gives this gorgeous tint to the cheeks. And like I said, in the summer this was so pretty because it just made your cheeks look like you like that natural beautiful flush and like a wet look to the skin. It was just real glowy and fresh, and I just really liked this. So it's a great product and I love the convenience of it. I also really like the fact it's like nothing I have in my collection. You can use it on your lips, your cheeks, your nose, wherever you want to use it. I think it's a really great creamy blush product. For eyebrows, I don't need to say anymore. Charlotte Tilbury trumped my eyebrow game this year. They made my eyebrows look so good. This brand is just incredible for eyebrow products. I've been using the eyebrow products for 6 months and I haven't used up any of them, which is great. So I'm going to fly through these really quickly and explain why I like them. And first one is the Brow Lift, and this is in soft brown. They're all in soft brown, and it has this kind of angled applicator. I just find this really easy just to apply through my brows to get the color onto my brows. Sorry, I'm like losing my breath. So I find this really easy just to initially get color onto my brows, and it has a spoolie, so I just apply the product and then brush it through. Then I will go in with the Brow Cheat, which is like a smaller little applicator on it, and I just fill in any sparsities or anything I missed with the initial Brow Lift. And then I go in with, I know it's a lot of steps, then I go in with the Legendary Brow, which is just a little brow product that has a spoolie on it, and I go through that. Then I will fill in around my brows with like my MAC concealer palette, and then finally I will go in with the Brow Fix. It's a clear brow gel, and just flick up the brow hairs to make it kind of look feathery. And I just really like the effect that those brow products give. I like the consistency of them. They're kind of like a waxy formula. They last all day. I have them in my brows right now. I cannot recommend them enough. They're probably the best brow products on the market. I know they're expensive, but I have gone through Benefit eyebrow products a lot quicker than the Charlotte Tilbury, and I believe they're on a par price wise. I would pick up Charlotte Tilbury all day, every day over the Benefit ones, and I have used Benefit for years. I mean, they are known for their brow products, but the Charlotte Tilbury are better in my opinion. And I'm not like just saying that. I'm not been paid to say that. Obviously this looks like a complete and utter sponsored post because everything's like about Charlotte Tilbury. I wish, but it's not. I just think that their brow products are so good. Okay, I just have 3 more Charlotte Tilbury products to talk about, which I'm going to talk about now because I think we're sick hearing about the brand. The mascaras, so the Push Up Lashes Pillow Talk Mascara, the Legendary Lash Mascara, they just give you lashes on lashes. They are such great products. Probably my favourite mascaras of all time. Ones that I've repurchased. I put the Pillow Talk one on first and then the Legendary Lash over it, and I just think it gives me great like looking lashes. Like, just amazing. And then eyeliner, I love Duo Charlotte Tilbury products. So one end is a brightening and the other end is just I think it says it's an enhancer. I just love the shade of it. It's like a charcoaly grey shade, and then the like enhancer I just put in my waterline and just brightens up my eyes. These are a great duo product. Again, highly recommend. And then for eyeliner, the One Move liquid liner from Inglot, absolutely sensational. Unfortunately, Inglot, they closed all their stores in Ireland, so you cannot actually go into a store, but if you can find this online, purchase it. I found it in Boots as well, and I just picked it up because it was on sale for like €3, and it's such a good liquid liner. Really, really great. Gives you like a really nice black, dark line. Like I have it on now, and just gives you a great like wing liner. Really easy to use, especially for newbies, because I find doing a wing liner is just so hard, especially if you haven't done one in a while, because I find that when I do go back to do a wing liner, I'm like, what the hell is happening? Why does one side look different to the other? If you're a newbie, or if you're like me, you haven't done liquid liner in quite a while, that is a great eyeliner product. So finally, I'm going to move on to lip products. For lip liners, I was mostly loving drugstore, and I talk about all of them in my drugstore video. They were like my predominantly favorite lip liners. I wasn't reaching for any high-end ones. I had like an Inglot one that I really liked from the more Higgins collection, but it's discontinued, so there's absolutely no point in talking about it. It was a really nice shade, but I just don't want to talk about discontinued products, even though I may have talked about discontinued eyeliner. But I think you might be able to get this on Beauty Bay. I thought I saw it there. Anyway, I just want to talk about 3 last products. So the first one is a lip gloss. This is my favorite lip gloss this year. I love it so much. It is from Bare Minerals. You guys know how much I love their lipsticks. They're probably my favorite lipsticks. Bar MAC, they are probably the best formulated lipsticks I've ever tried. I love them so much. But I tried the lip gloss in Peace this year, and I cannot stress how gorgeous this is on my lips. I'm actually wearing a different lip gloss right now, so I'm just going to put this over top. It's so beautiful. I was wearing this with a nude truffle lip liner from NYX and just this over it. And the combination of them was just gorgeous. Love this lip gloss. Really long last, and it's kind of a little bit more opaque than normal lip glosses. It's gorgeous. And then the last 2 products are from Bare Minerals and Sigma. This one is their lip balm, which is really unusual because I never really talk about lip balms, but my lips are so dry during the winter months. Like, they just get horrible, flaky. Ugh, let's not talk about that. I've used quite a lot of this, and I only got it in December. It is one of the best lip balms I've ever tried. Normally I try a lip balm, it either makes my lips worse or it just doesn't do anything. So this is actually like one that nearly is medicated. Like, it almost clears up my dry lips, if that makes any sense. It's a really great lip balm, again from Bare Minerals. I highly rate that. From Sigma, their Renew lip oils. These are enriched with jojoba oil, and I love this one. This is kind of like the pinky shade, so when you apply this to your lips, it goes on clear, even though it looks pink there, but it goes on clear, and then it matches to the temperature of your lips, and it kind of goes this gorgeous pinky shade. I really, really like that product. And again, I just would wear that on its own, especially in the summer months, just maybe with like this blush on and that on my lips, and just the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter all over my face, and just fill in my brows and a little bit of mascara, and then then you're good to go. Only a few steps. It sounds like an awful lot of makeup, but like when I was just like applying something really quick and easy, that was like my go-to lip product. I'm still using it all the time. It's a lip oil. It came in like 3 or 4 different shades, but that's just my favorite one. I actually don't know what the shade of it is called. Oh, it's called Hush. Really great. Love them. Yeah, I didn't really have any other products that were new this year. I have a few eyeshadows that I want to talk about, but I'm going to do them in a separate video like I always do. I'm sorry if it felt rushed there at the end. I'm just losing light, and I didn't want to be like talking in the dark. But I hope you guys enjoyed my 2021 favorite drugstore beauty, what the hell am I trying to say? Favorite high-end makeup of 2021. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will talk to all you guys in my next video, hopefully when we've a little bit more light. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah!